Basic training, in my experience, was definitely not something I expected. It's not only you suffering in BMT, but you're with like 100 different other wingmen right by your side going through the exact same thing. What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about how BMT was in my experience. I'm gonna kind of be going over things that really caught me by surprise and overall how exactly it all went. This video is kind of tailored specifically to Air Force basic training. So I mean, if y'all are thinking about joining Army, Navy, Marines, whatever that may be, I would probably click off right here. Anyways, y'all, BMT was honestly kind of weird. It's not only you suffering in BMT, but you're with like 100 different other wingmen right by your side going through the exact same thing. Starting off with the number one thing that threw me off the most was definitely the amount of stress that you first go through, right? So you think a lot of the time you can kind of gauge that stress and be just fine before BMT. Like, you know you're gonna get screamed at, you know you're gonna be rushed to do something, but then you really get put in that situation and it's like, oh my gosh, man, like this is real and I'm stressed out. I'd say the first 3 days felt like a week straight. It felt nonstop. I literally felt like I could not breathe with the amount we had to do. It was just one thing after the other. And man, I'm telling you, I was freaking stressed. Number two is it is brand new stuff that you've never done before, ever. So that's definitely gonna throw you off. It threw me off in a ways of it feeling like days took forever. Because when you go through new experiences, time for some reason warps and it feels like it's much longer. There's a lot of in-processing when you first get into basic training and a lot of learning. So you have to do a ton of learning and adapting when it comes to those things you first learned, and those days feel like they take forever. The next thing that caught me off guard, and it's gonna be kind of weird, but man, it was the showers. Before basic training, I had never showered with another human being. It's weird, all right? Mind you, you're showering with 50 other people at the same time. Like, everything's out. You see everything. It's not the greatest things. Literally, when it's shower time, you gotta move fast. So people are getting undressed and they're standing in line, undressed, waiting for the shower. I say the first like 2-3 days, you're totally fine and totally used to it, just desensitized. But I'm telling y'all, when you first get in there, if you're looking down, you're gonna see a lot of what you don't want to see. Also, them showers got to be quick. It's not going to be no 5 to 10 minute shower. If you're in and you're out. The next thing that sucked really bad was, bro, you get like 30 shots. Like, you get so many shots in basic training. I'll say every other week, they put like 5-6 shots in your arm all in one day. And then also there's the peanut butter shot, which they literally put in your butt. What's bad about it is they'll give you the peanut butter shot and you'll be super sore and messed up immediately. But the day after you get that shot, you typically have your first PT test, in which I personally failed because my leg was cooked. I could not run. So there's that. And if you're a person that doesn't really like needles, you're gonna get very used to just shot, 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 and they even draw a bunch of your blood. So that is a part I definitely wanna warn y'all about if you guys are scared of needles. And on top of it, they're not nice putting the needles. I had bruises on my arms when they would put them in. Just stab, go, stab, go, stab, go. They're just gonna give you this shot, have you move on. Something else that definitely caught me by surprise is they got you doing the dumbest drills. I'm talking, you're tearing apart every bed in the dormitory and remaking it over and over again for like 2 or 3 hours straight. I definitely did not expect to go to basic training and have multiple days that we would just tear apart every bed in the dormitory and remake them all within the span of 5 minutes. So yeah, BMT in my experience was a very weird time. The Air Force back when I went was very big on attention to detail. So you would spend hours every single day on something called RLA, which stands for Recruit Living Area. And basically what that is making sure everything is perfect. Anyways, with Recruit Living Area, you would make sure your whole area is squared away. And you would also make sure it is all folded and put in your drawer perfectly. Everything completely perfect, free of dust and all of that, which sounds easy, which I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it was super easy for me, and I'd say for a whole lot of other people. The first 3.5 to 4 weeks of basic training are probably some of the longest weeks of your life. You really feel like you cannot catch a breath within those first weeks, especially around the time I went. I don't know if it's the same now, but you really feel like super overwhelmed with so much information and just adapting to all the change. And also, you don't get used to getting yelled at all the time until like week 2. So those few first weeks are super long. And then I'd say for sure by week 4 you start settling in and really time starts moving super quick. Your whole flight starts working as a team. You're super adapted to the whole entire environment and just used to the pacing of the day-to-day life in basic military training. Sending and receiving letters was also very weird, just because like I said, those first 3 weeks you don't have any downtime or just any time really to breathe, unless you go during the holiday times, because there are down days which is kind of weird. But you typically cannot send any letters until like week 3 or week 4, and by that time you have probably already received some from your family, but you never know. All in all, basic training was a fun experience. Honestly, was a good time with all the people that you meet, but I would personally not do it again, just because it would feel like a big waste of time. But if I had to, I would. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed this video or want me to make any other kind of military content, drop a comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Anyways, guys, as always, have a blessed day.